Yes,
Participants,
Ranjan.
there is a separate session published for each session. Try to join that particular session only. The date and time, everything is mentioned on the Teams. In case you have any problem, you can contact any one of us, but
So,
try to join the same meeting.
ma'am, this is the link where we have to join, or is there any other link where we have to
No,
join?
this is the link, but in the same link, there are different meetings that are shown,
No, but
right?
what happens is we just joined through the link only, which
Okay.
directly leads us to this place only. So
Okay, okay.
if we
All right.
exit from this link, we may not be able to
Got
reach to
it.
the previous
Got
one.
it.
That is
Got
the
it.
challenge.
Meenakshi ma'am, probably the link that you have shared is from this particular meeting. So
Okay.
either we continue in the same,
Same. We will.
we will
It's
have
okay.
separate recordings. We will
Huh.
continue in the same. Everybody knows the process.
Huh.
There will be no
Exactly,
problem.
ma'am. Let's continue for today. For today, let's continue for the same meeting.
That is
Yeah,
why
that
I
would be
asked the
easy.
same question. Okay,
Hmm.
participants, we will continue with the same. Please do not log out. Leave it like this only and join back on time.
Sure.
Right.
Thank you very
Right.
Okay.
much, ma'am.
Sure.
Thank you,
Okay. Okay.
everyone. Thank you.
इसी मीटिंग को ज्वाइन करना है ना?
Hello, everyone. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
It is audio.
Okay, and Deepak sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
I hope you can see yourself as a presenter.
Yeah, I'm presenter now.
Okay, everyone. Let me introduce the guest for today's session, Dr. Deepak Singh. Dr. Deepak Singh has completed his doctorate from Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, and has over 12 years of experience in the field of academics and IT industry. His core areas of expertise include real-life applications of artificial intelligence and IoT-based systems. Apart from teaching in prominent institutes in Lucknow, he is also consultant of several IT firms. He had also advised UP government on IT implementation in public libraries. He has played a key role in several AI-based research projects, which include digital transformation of several prominent educational institutes of Lucknow and 2 projects funded by Government of India. Currently, he is involved in a project related to implementing sensors networks in forests to save wildlife. He has imparted training to several senior level executives of different IT companies in different parts of the world, including Singapore, Japan, and China. Deepak sir, I welcome you from the AIT department.
Thanks,
So
ma'am.
over to you. Over to you. I request everybody to please mute themselves. Yes, sir.
Thanks very much, ma'am, for this kind introduction. So we are here for this session on Python. And obviously, you all know that Python is very much important for running your data science projects. So we will try to get a quick sort of revision of Python. I will try to tell all you. I will try to explain all the functions, all the processes, all the things which are there in Python. So I assume that you all don't know much of the things about Python. So I will start from a very basic. I will not start from a higher insight. In fact, in the next 2 sessions, maybe on Wednesday, we will discuss about a lot of things which are there in details, lot of packages, lot of different libraries which are there for data sciences. But today, we will start slow. We will go slow. We will try to run a lot of Python codes so that you can get a hands-on experience on using Python for data sciences. I will try to focus most of my examples on numerics and data sciences, some of the examples on stats only, because to relate this Python class with the data science. So let's start with a basic PPT. I request you all to kindly use the chat. You can also unmute your mic and ask questions, but yes, questions are very important. Because if this is first time for Python for all of you, definitely a lot of new concepts are coming in your way, and it may confuse you. So to avoid that confusion, please ask as many questions as possible. And also, if you want that I will run some more course, you can tell me to do so that I can give you some more exercises on Python. The second thing, I will not assume that you all are programmers. So I will not go into the technical details of Python. I will not go into the theoretical details of Python. Python is an object-oriented language, but I will not go into the object-oriented part of it. I will not use a lot of, I will not show you a lot of examples related to it, because if you want to run data sciences, these things are seldom required. There's not a lot of time we use that. So I will try to focus on only those things which are pretty much useful for data sciences. So now I will mute my, so I will switch off my video, and I will try to share my presentation. So it's a presentation, but don't think I'm going to just show you PPT and talk about that. I will try to give you some glimpse. I will try to give you hands-on experience, hands-on practice on Python. And today we will not use any IDE. IDE is normally integrated development environment, or we will not use any SDK. We will try to run Python on online mode. Google has given a very good tool on which we will use for today's lecture. So in that tool, no installation will be required. So one complexity, that installation complexity, is highly reduced, so that we can just start dealing with the codes, and we can just start dealing with this Python. So I'm not talking about Python, this is Snake, I'm talking about only coding. So let's start. First of all, I will try to let me send you a link. So I request you all to kindly check the chat. I'm sharing a link with you all. So chat is not available. Meenakshi, is there any issue of rights, because I can't send chat to everybody? Meenakshi, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here, but I don't think that there is any issue in chat box. What you wish to type here, sir? You want to send some notification in chat box?
Yeah, I want to send a web link so that they can also try these codes with me.
Okay. Let me check. You can start by the time. Let me check what the issue is.
Okay. So Tapas raised hand. Tapas, any questions? Tapas Mitra, you raised hand. So any questions from your side? Let me.
Please unmute yourself and ask the question. I have given the permission to unmute yourself, Tapas Mitra.
Yeah. Actually, this is Tapas here. I don't have the chat box coming in over here in my system, so I think chat is not allowed.
Yeah, that's what I think. But anyway, wait. I will find some a different way out of this. Just give me 1 minute, and yeah, I'm done. So it's now, yeah. So let's start discussing about Python. So to run the code, as I was telling you, we will use an online compiler, or you can say a mechanism which is there to type and run the Python codes. I can't definitely say it's a compiler. So I request you all to kindly type all the codes which I show you. It will be there on your screen. Try to type it. Try to get the results, because that's important, so that you can check what are the errors you are getting, and we can solve the problem. So that's the best way to learn any programming language. I also recommend you to just take the screenshots or copy paste all the error codes because that error codes will be required if you want to run Python in future. So you will know that these are the error codes which are related to this type of thing. So it will solve a lot of problem for you in the future. So I typed this. So you can see this. There is a link, web link in the top of my second PPT. Can you see? Can you all see this? So try to answer.
Yeah, yes, we can see that.
So that's try to open this Colab. So there is a tool developed by Google. It's named as Colab, C-O-L-A-B. So Colab, when you will type this colab.research.google.com, it will ask for your email ID, your Gmail ID specifically. And once you will give your Gmail ID to that thing, it will open a simple UI on which you can type the code. So that thing is very it's a very innovative thing which Google has done. There you can type your code and you can compile it online. So you can now see we are not installing anything. We are not increasing our complexity of this lecture, and you can just start typing on that thing. If you are facing some difficulties, please let me know. I will try to share my screen. Let me share my screen on which that thing is there. So can you see this? This is Google, colab.research.google.com. If you type this thing over there, you can see on your web browser, this pop-up window will appear. So just go on a new notebook in the bottom right. So you will click the new notebook, and this type of user interface will appear. You just have to wait for some time because it's preparing to give a user interface, and this type of user interface will appear. So everybody, can you see this? On the top, there will be a different name. Try to name it FDP A1 because you will remember. So now we will we will edit it whenever required. So this will be our for all the Python codings. So I think everybody has got this. Any issues running this Colab? This is the web link. I'm typing it again.
Hi, this is Tapas here. I have not been able to get to that collab.research.google.com.
Just type it. Just type it. Have you tried that? Or what's the error coming?
In Google Chrome, should I type?
Yeah, in Google Chrome. Just open a browser and try to type this link.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I am Prashant.
Yeah, please.
I just typed the correct.research.google.com. There are some error, notebook loading error.
So refresh the page and try to type again. And you need to sign up with one of your Google account. Try to refresh the page. It will be there. Everybody try to do that.
No, it's actually saying the site cannot be reached.
So you may have misspelled some spelling. Can you see the colab.research.google.com?
If it is possible for the admins to enable the chat, it will be easy.
Right thing, I thought. So, Ranjana ma'am, can you please ask somebody to enable the chat? Because
sir, I have asked my technical staff to do that, but I think till then what I'll do is I'll post it in their group.
It is enabled.
Group.
Already enabled. Okay.
It has come actually now.
Okay.
So I've got the
Enable for everyone actually.
Mr. Singh. I've got the the window saying it is filter notebooks.
Yeah, try to click that button, new notebook.
I'm sorry, Deepak sir. Should we
Yeah.
go to the file and then new notebook or somewhere else? Because
New
we are
notebook.
where it is
New
mentioned that
notebook.
it is collaboratory actually.
Yeah, new notebook. In the bottom right, click on new notebook.
Okay.
Bottom right.
So whenever my chat is not on yet, can you please check this?
Okay.
We have shared the link in the WhatsApp group. If anybody wants, can open from there also.
That's good.
Deepak
That's
sir,
good.
okay. Deepak sir, I'm checking that also.
Yeah, please.
Deepak sir, the issue with me is I have logged into the. I mean, in Google, my Chrome shows that I am a login user, and when I click on the new notebook, it asks me you must be logged in with a Google account to continue. When I signed it, it asked me to log in again. When I did that, it reaches to a blank page. Actually, nothing is happening.
Now refresh it; it will come.
So I did that thrice actually. I did the refresh button thrice, but nothing is
So
happening.
just let me show you again. Maybe so you can see my screen.
Yeah, I'm able to.
So like here in the search bar or in the top bar, I'm typing this collab.research.google.com and this will appear.
This
So it's
window is
not
not coming.
appearing.
From where I can get this window?
Eh?
This window is not coming in my I mean, the example recent Google Doc. This window is not coming. From where this window has come up? Because
No,
I'm
just go on that collab.research.google.com. It will appear.
yeah. It appears the backside page, whichever is there. Welcome to collaborative table content. That page I can see, but not
So
this.
you can see this. You can see this page.
Yes.
So go on file and click on new notebook.
I did that. It is
So
asking. It asked me for this user ID password, which I entered it, and after entering, it reaches to the blank page. This page is not coming actually in my case.
Let me. So are you typing the password right? Because I don't think.
Yeah. Because it's a phone authentication actually. So typing password is not asking. It is asking for the access. So my photo is coming on the top of this welcome to collaborative world. This where your image is coming. The same image, my image is also coming over there. In my case actually.
Just give me 1 minute. It's opening on my side. I'm not facing that issue. Anybody else who is facing this issue?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Singh. Should I, I've come to that screenshot where window where examples, recent, Google Drive, all that option is there. First of all, which option should I check there? Should I take it to examples?
Let me show it again to you. Just give me 1 minute. Can you see this? Everybody, can you see this?
No, this screen I don't have.
I'm getting this actually.
You just need to type this on the browser and this screen will appear. You can see this. I'm just typing and this screen will appear. I'm not doing anything.
Okay, it has come. Yeah. Okay, it has come now. Yeah.
Now go to file.
I'll go to file. Okay.
File. You can see the menu items just below that welcome to collaboratory.
Correct.
And click on new notebook.
Okay.
File, new notebook. So this is, can you see this? I'm doing I'm repeating all the steps again.
Yeah.
So can you see this Google sign in required thing is coming?
Yes.
In the bottom, you can see this sign in button.
Correct.
Click
But
on this.
in my case, it is not coming. Google signing is required. It is coming untitled 1.ipy.
Okay, then it's fine. Then it's fine. You already have signed in.
Oh,
That's the feature of browser you already signed in.
Okay.
So now I'm signing it for the sake of whoever is not. So I'm signing with my second ID. Now you can see this. This thing will appear.
So I'm staying on this screen actually. The continuous loading is happening.
Yeah.
You can see this. Now it's appeared.
That's right. This is come. Yes.
So it's the process. It's the only process. No issues. So this in this cell you can type.
Okay.
So everybody whoever can see this, you can type anything like, for example, I'm typing 10 by 2, just a mathematical calculation. In the left hand side, there is a play button. You can see I'm pushing that. So this thing you can try on your system. After that, we will start this Python thing. So you can see your answer 5 is there. Everybody on the same page? I typed that collab.research.google.com on the taskbar, or you can say on the search bar, on the address bar. And after that, I pressed enter. It is taken me to sign in. After sign in, I am getting this. And if you are getting this untitled 0, you can change its name. You can give it whatever you want. I'm giving it FDP day 1. And after that, in the first cell, this thing we will name as cell. The gray thing which is there, the gray, you can say card which is there, we will name it as cell. After typing 10 by 2 on cell, yeah, I'm getting the result 5. Can you see this?
Yes, I'm getting that.
So now everybody, that's clear. Now we know how to run that Python code. Now we'll start running that Python code. So let me go to my PPT again. So this thing we have tried collab.research.google.com. But why only Python? Why are we not using any other programming methods? For example, C, C++, or Java. We can run that data science course on C, C++, and Java. We can write all the codes. We can do all the practices over there. All the things are possible over there. But still, we, or you can say most of the data scientists are using Python or are mostly Python because of these features. First of all, Python is an interpreted language. I will discuss in the next slide what is difference between interpreted language and compiled language. But as a layman, if I want to explain it as a layman term, simply you can say that this is running or compiling or typing and getting results in Python is much faster than in Java or C. This is an object-oriented language. Again, if I can simplify that, object-oriented languages are those in which there are different features of object-oriented language, but you can see everything is considered an object, and that's much easier to type, much easier to decipher, and much easier to run. A lot of flexibilities are there. So Python is an interpreted language. It's an object-oriented language, and this is the best part of Python. That's why a lot of data scientists are running Python due to this feature. So it's extensible. It can easily import other codes. So for example, I've written a library in Python, and if I share it with you, you don't have to write all the codes. Take any example. For example, I've written a algorithm of machine learning, regression algorithm, or a small algorithm. And if I share that library to you, you don't have to copy paste all the things. You don't have to run it again. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just need to call that function, call that library, and it will be available for you. So currently there are around 6 to 8,000 libraries of Python available on web. It's freely available on web. A lot of different libraries related to maths, stats, and machine learning are available. So that's trying to ease the development cycle of data science. So simply speaking, you can say that most of the data science or most of the data scientists are not specifically coders. They can't code big algorithms because they are domain experts. For example, you are a finance expert in finance, expert in accounting, expert in supply chain. You may be a top level boss in your field, and now you want to do some data science, or now you want to analyze your data. So you need not to learn all the coding. You just need to learn a small concepts of Python, and after that you can call the libraries and run that. So that's a very easy thing to do, and that's why this Python is very, very famous and used by a lot of data scientists. Apart from that, it's embeddable. So this is a and this is difference between Python and R. R is also very much used in R is a language, a very easy to use language for stats. R is also used very much in data science, but that's not embeddable. So if you want to port that R code on any embedded device, on any electronic device, any small device, it's not possible, or it's very tough. But you can port that Python code on any device. So if you want to develop, for example, if you want to develop a camera which take pictures and analyze if everybody is following social distancing or not. So you need to push that code, your code in a electronic item which is related to, which is linked to that camera. So you can't do that using R, but you can do that using Python. So that's why Python is quite famous. In fact, there is a full-fledged electronic device, or you can say a small computer device or an embedded device named as Raspberry Pi, which normally takes Python as a code and do a lot of different data science, or you can say automation things. Lot of libraries, as I told you, very, very simple to run. I have shown you that just I have used 5x2. I've written 5x2 and the code is running. I need not to call lot of libraries. I need not to think about syntax and lot of different things. So it's very simple and it's very easy to learn. So in the next 1 hour or 1 hour 15 minutes, we will go through the details of Python, and you will see it's very easy to start. Definitely, it's a bit tough if you want to be an expert in Python, but it's very easy to start and very easy to grasp all the concepts of Python. Not only Python, lot of machine learning concepts, so you can also grasp and try to implement it on Python. So that's also very prominent thing which Pythons follow. It's free and open source, hence you need not to pay a lot of license fees like .NET, etc. It's a high-level language, so there are different levels of language. So in high-level language, memory management is there, so you don't need not to do all the memory management by yourself. So memory management is automated. You can think. Exactly, it's originally semi-automated, but don't think about that. You can simply assume that it's automated, and you need not to think about memory. So, for example, if you have 8 GB of RAM and you are running a big program, Python will manage how to run it. You don't need to take care of that memory thing. It's very portable. So you can run Python on lot of different run Python with lot of different languages. For example, you can run Python with C. There are a lot of different tools available in the market. For example, Power BI, Tableau, all these big tools, all these visualization tools can run Python out of the box. So you need not to configure anything. You can just go on their programming side and you can run Python. So it's portable also. So these 10 things make Python a very good thing, a very important thing for all the data scientists. That's why Whenever you talk about data sciences, whenever you do any courses on data sciences, you will either go through Python or R, and most of the times you will go through that Python language. And that's why we are here. So I told you that I will discuss this point. This point is very, very important. Maybe it's slightly technical. So if you don't want to go in technical domain, you can just ignore this. But even then, it's an important thing. So there are two types of languages. One type is compilation-based language, for example, C, Java, etc. And there is a different type of language which normally is interpreter-based language, for example, Python. So in this compiler-based language, all the source code is broken into bytecode, computer-readable bytecode, and then the execution is done. So it takes a lot of time and lots of resources. But this interpreter-based language is just, you can see the output by just clicking off a button or by just running a command. So this thing is removed from the middle. So it's saving a lot of time and saving a lot of resources. But there are also some negatives for that. So being an interpreted language, sometimes a lot of bugs can remain in the code and you will not see what are the bugs which are there. These things are there, but even then you can see interpreter-based languages are much simpler to learn, much simpler to execute, and very less resource hungry. And that's why they are quite in demand nowadays. For example, Python and R and so on and so forth. Not only this, JavaScript, even HTML, you can also say, not exactly, but you can say. So Python, let's go through a bit of history. Python was conceived in late 1990s. Yes, it's quite an old language, around 40 years old, but gained momentum in around 1994. So it was developed by a student at that point of time. He was just a student, Guido van Rossum. He developed Python for a specific project. And because he was a big fan of Monty Python's Flying Circus, a comedian, so he named it as Python. It was not very famous initially. This was the time in which Python is not very famous. But in 1994, when he released that version 1 of Python, a lot of tools and resources are there. A lot of different features are there, and that's where Python start gaining momentum. And you can see nowadays everybody is thinking about Python, not other languages. But there are some drawbacks also of Python. It's not as efficient as C. The language C is very, very efficient. And it's delayed error notification, lack of profiling tools. So I told you here, it is interpreted-based language. So sometimes not the whole code is not compiled. So maybe if you after deploying this Python code in real life or real field, you will get this error notification. So this is a major issue of Python, delayed error notification. So sometimes it happens that you deployed Python in the field on any device and it's giving you error. So that happens a lot. Lack of profiling tools, so lack of tools for debugging, etc. They are in development. A lot of tools are now available, but yes, still not as much as available for Java and C and so on and so forth. So now you can see a lot of data science. So you can see, first of all, data science is gaining a lot of momentum. And after that, you can see in the data science thing, you can see they are using Python a lot. So you can see lot of different tools are there available for Python, and a lot of people are using Python 2 or Python 3. So you can see out of all, around 47% are in data science fields. So these 47% normally, out of these, around 85% use one or two or more than two tools. And out of these, most of them use Python 3. So there are two versions of Python. So a lot of confusions are there related to these versions. So I'm going a bit fast so that I can reach on the coding. So if you have any questions, just ask. So there are two versions of Python which are quite popular nowadays, Python 2 or Python 3. So there is confusion which version to follow. So I'm following Python 3 over there. In this whole PPT, is Puri PPT and Puri training, I will try to use Python 3 only. Yes, some codes, around 70% of code of Python 3 runs in Python 2. Backward compatibility is there, but only 70%, not 100%. Python 2 is a legacy, and the Python support for Python 2 is going to end in the end of 2020, or I think June 2021. So after June 2021, Python 2 point something will not be there, only Python 3 will be there. And Python 3 is a futuristic thing, so that's why I thought I will give you a lecture on Python 3. And you can say I will use Python 3 for the lectures. So a lot of libraries which are there for Python 2 or 3, but currently a lot of developers are using developing libraries only for Python 3, and that's an issue. If there are no libraries for Python 2, it's very tough task to work on Python. Python 2 is ASCII, is based on ASCII. Python 3 is based on Unicode. Unicode is a de facto standard nowadays for all the coding things, for all the developing things, and hence it's very good. These are the technical differences you can see. When you do this 7/2 in Python, it will give you an approximate result, because this by 2 means a different thing for Python. But in this, because it's following it's trying to change all the things into a more accurate thing. That's float. We will discuss about float thing. That's integer and that's float. So Python 3 is mostly using float. That's why it's giving exact results. You can get this result also in Python 3. I will show you how. This is also a technical difference. You can see the expression of print is now changed. Now you need to add an extra bracket over there. So whenever you see that there is a print command without any bracket, it means that code is written for Python 2, not for Python 3. But for Python 3, you need to add this extra bracket. So these are the different features of Python 2 versus Python 3. I have taken this from an online site, Geek for Geeks, and you can now see definitely Python 3 is currently used not only by me but also by industry. So that's why we will go through the details of Python 3, not Python 2. In fact, to be exact, most of the time we will use Python 3, 3.8 or Python 3.6. So let's just start with coding. So this is quite tough, not very tough. You can say it's not a very easy code, but not a very tough one. But I'm starting with this just to show you some different features of Python. So can you see this? Everybody, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, sir.
So if you can type quickly, can you please type this, because after typing you will get some errors, and that errors are important. I just want to talk about that. So can you type this? Are you trying to do that, or may I proceed?
So, where shall I? Where should we type this? It will be typed after 10/2 or what?
Just give me 1 minute. I will show you where to type. So I think everybody got this. We have discussed that now.
Yes.
Using after opening Google Colab, you will get this window. This is the cell. This is the first cell, and you can start typing over there. Can you see this? I'm typing here.
Yes.
So just start typing. So you will get some errors, and I just want to notify what are the errors. That's what I'm pressurizing you to type all these things.
Do I have to, after x equals 34 minus 23, do I have to press enter or something?
Yeah, exactly. You have to press enter.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody, I request you to please type.
If
that's not more than 8 lines, and typing 8 lines on 8, not 8 lines, 8 half lines. It's very easy to type, but you will learn something. You need to start typing now if you want to learn programming.
Or y equal. Hello.
Excuse me, sir. That
Yeah,
space
please.
also has some significance. Means that if we don't give spaces as you given between x and
Yeah,
y.
exactly. ये क्वेश्चन किसने पूछा?
So Meghna.
Very pertinent question, मेघना. इसीलिए मैं ये टाइप करा रहा था. So white spaces are very important in Python.
Okay.
White spaces are very first 4 lines में देखेंगे. In the first 3 lines, I haven't given any white spaces. कोई white space नहीं है, एकदम start से start हुआ है. Sorry. In the fourth line also, I haven't used any white spaces when I start the line. But here you can see, मैं फिर से दिखाता हूँ आपको. I have used 4 white spaces specifically. 4 बार स्पेस प्रेस किया है मैंने, नॉट टैब. 4 white spaces, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Exactly 4 white spaces. That's an important thing to note. ये याद रखिएगा. Everybody, आप सबने सुना? If के बाद in the next line of if, I have typed this 4 white spaces. इसको हम लोग इंडेंशन कहते हैं, इंडेंटेशन कहते हैं, इंडेंटेशन. If you will not go give this 4 lines, कहाँ देना है, कहाँ नहीं देना, that's also very important. If you will not give this 4 lines, this code will give you an error. And that's why I told you to write this code.
And sir, in first line also you have given a space between x equal to 34 minus 23. So is it mandatory?
That's not necessary. This white space is not necessary.
Okay.
For clarity, I have done that. This white space is not necessary. You can use that. You can try to go for that or not.
And I think you have put some spaces after y is equal to y plus quotes world, and then after quotes you have put a space there before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also a very nice observation from. Sorry, I can't see your name. So whose observation was this?
Tapas, yeah, Tapas here.
Tapas, great observation. Yes, I have given this. So try to remove that and see the results, and try to add that and see the results. You will see the difference.
So after hashtag, the string is a comment.
Yeah, that's also a thing. So I think everybody has written that. So this
yes,
hashtag.
How many spaces you have put in after the word, after the quote, at the end of the word world?
Only one. You can remove that or you can put that.
No. I'm saying after the word world. There are spaces, right? To start.
That's not necessary. That's not necessary.
Achha, that's not important. Okay.
And this hash thing, if you write anything after hash, it will be named as comment and it will not be interpreted. So Python will not think about this. Anything after hash, Python will not think about that. It's known as comment. It's for you, it's not for Python.
Oh, I see.
Deepak sir?
Yeah, please.
Another observation I noted, suppose you want to type y equal to y plus. So some automated text are appearing on it.
Yeah, that's a feature of Google Colab.
Okay.
Don't use that feature now. That's feature for advanced level developers. Don't use that, but try to note that may help you in future.
No, how to disable that? It's automatically enabled.
So I don't think Google has given anything to disable that.
Suppose I'm typing the 5th line of the code, 6th line y equal to y plus. So it is automatically typing and something.
It's giving you suggestions. It's not giving on my system. I'm not sure why it's giving on your system.
So there are in the if statement on the 4th line, if Z, there are two equal signs. Why?
Yes, we will discuss this, but just a quick go through for that. If you want to allot any variable, any number to any variable, anything to a variable, so you will use a single equal to. So this means x equal to 11 for all this cell, for this whole cell. So this is x. You are allotting something to x. You are giving a value to x. But this is double equal to as a comparator. You are just comparing if z equal to 3.5 or not. You are not giving this 3.5 value to z.
Okay.
You are not giving this hello value to y.
Okay.
So this equal to is assignment. Just one last comment. This equal to is assignment. This double to is comparator. Please note this down. A single equal to is an assignment. Double equal to is an comparator.
Okay.
Yeah, please ask as many questions as you can. Please try to.
Does this double equal to always go along with if? Is that right?
Not necessary.
Not necessary. Okay.
Not necessary.
All right.
Sir, can
sir,
you
in C and Java. So in C and Java, we used to define the type of variable, like X and Y are not defined whether they are integer or character type.
Sorry. I think I switched off that.
Oh, no.
Can you see this?
No, not yet.
So okay, I will open that. I will just give me some time. I will open that. So a very nice question. In C and Java, C++, you need to define the variable. You need to tell this 34, this X is an integer, this Y is a string. But the beauty of Python is you don't need to define anything over there. And that's a very useful, a very small but useful tool in Python. You don't think about the variables. Python will automatically detect what type of variable is it, and it automatically starts behaving in that manner. So you can see this is an integer. I will definitely go through detail of these all things, but this is a string. So integer means whole number. String means you want to write some character or text, and this is float. Float means something in point, not a whole number. And we haven't defined anything. Python automatically decipher what's the type of data is and behave accordingly. And that's a very nifty tool, a very handy tool in Python.
Okay.
So I have given a lot of comments here. एक ही code में you have learnt a lot. ये सब चीजें note करते रहेगा please. I will revise each and everything, but even then try to note all these things.
Deepak sir, good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Sir, how to get a space between your hello and world?
Yeah, you can see I have given a small space over there. Tapas asked about that, and I told you that I have used this intentionally.
Okay.
So I've used this as space, and it's capturing that space thing also in the string, and it's giving us the space over there.
Okay, sir. Right. Thank you.
This is the print command, easy to use print command, print X, print Y, and you can also print the Z thing if you want. Try to print Z. Yes.
So in your result, you got the answer is 12. Is that right?
Yes.
But I'm not getting 12.
So this is X equal to 34 minus 23, that's 11, and 11 plus 1 will be 12, so you will get a 12, I think.
But why am I not getting? That's the issue.
So what's the answer you are getting?
I'm getting 5. Why am I getting 5?
5?
Yes.
So maybe some typing error or something like that.
I put X equal 34 minus 23. Next line, Y equals hello within strings, within quotes. Z equals 3.45. The next line is if Z equals 3.45 or Y equals quotes opening hello, quotes closing, then semicolon. Then after that, there are 4 spaces, the next line. X equals X plus 1. The next line is Y equals Y plus quotes space world quote space hash string concat stop.
Yeah, that's a comment. So you can write anything here. Yes. And after that, you are printing X and printing Y.
Oh, so I didn't write print. I didn't write print. Okay.
Sir?
Yeah, please.
Can I know the main reason why we leave the 4 spaces between X equal to X plus 1 and Y equal to Y plus world?
So that's a standard which Python follows to tell that so what is coming after if. So whoever has done programming in C or C++, you have seen that in C or C++ we use normally this type of brackets to define we are using if, for or else loop. So here to avoid the confusion, to avoid lot of typing, this bracket is removed. So how now to tell Python you are running an if loop? To tell this to Python, we are using this as 4 spaces, 4 white spaces. Now Python will think this X and Y, these all spaces thing will lie under the command of this thing, which is just above this 4 spaces thing.
So basically,
4 space वाला start हो रहा है उसके ऊपर वाली line पे वो गौर करेगा and it will think about this. Yes.
Okay, so basically it's a replacement for the curly braces.
Yeah, and there is a whole lot of standards for this. So you don't need to use tab, you need to use 4 spaces only. And there is a full-fledged documentation and there is a concept of Python decorators to do all these things. I'm trying to avoid that thing to make this training easy for you, but I will cover the important parts. So this 4 spaces is very important. If you are running any loop, any type of functions or loop, this 4 spaces are important. Just try to remember that. So these all observations, I think everybody has discussed. One very nice observation, I think, whoever has gone through the concept of C or C++, this thing you can't do in C or C++. You can't add an integer and what you can say string in a single statement. So here we are doing that. In fact, in the second statement, we are concatenating this hello plus world, and this thing also you can't do in C. So that's also important part of Python. So it's very easy to use and it's very intelligent. You can say that Python itself is intelligent because it's not deciphering what type of data you are using, how to add this. So if you are using plus in the integer, it's adding. If you are using plus in the string, it's concatenating. Concatenating means hello plus world is hello world. So it's adding the strings.
Right.
So it can add the integer, it can add the strings without telling you are working on integers or you are working on strings. Got that? So everybody, this course is specifically written to tell you a lot of concepts related to Python. One more concept, after every comma, after every statement like if or else, you need to use a column. I will tell you later, but that's also a thing which is there.
So Mr. Singh,
yeah.
Mr. Singh, yeah. See, I got the result. Actually, it was not rehashed. So I rehashed it and I got the result of 12 and hello world down below.
That's great, yes.
Then I was wanting to see that if I change the values of Z and value of Y, then what happens? So I changed the value of Z from 3.45 to value 4. And in Y, I remove the word O, remove the letter O at the end. So it is hell. Now, I don't see any result coming because
wait for that. Let's see the code again. What is it telling? Kaise kaam kar raha? Let's read the code line by line.
Right.
So first of all, we are telling that x equal to an integer, which is around 11. And here also important thing, we are doing a calculation in this assignment operator itself. So we can assign a calculation. So it's doing the calculation and then assigning to x. You can't do this in C. You have to do the calculation in another variable and then assign to another variable. So that's also an important point. We are doing calculation in that assignment, and we are getting an integer in the x. After that, we are saving a string in the y and a float in z. So three things are there. And after that, we are writing a code ki if z equal to 3.5 and y equal to hello, then do this. So if you will change these two lines, this statement is not true.
Yes, which means actually it will not perform the computation.
Perform, exactly.
It will not.
For that, we will use an else over here, but we will not discuss that else part. We will discuss that else part later.
Okay.
So it will not perform any operation.
Right. It will not.
So let's move towards understanding all these things. जितनी भी चीजें इसमें हैं, I will try to see that क्या था. So indentation is very important. Block structure indicated by indentation. This is a block. So in a block, the first line starts from the beginning and the other lines start from indentation. I will tell you when and where. Assignment, you need not to create the assignment variables. You need not to tell which type of variables is this. That's very good. Python figured it out on its own. Assignment is equal to, I think you have written that, and comparison is double equal to. You can click a photo of this. I will share the PPT, but even then you can click a pic of this slide. For numbers, these things are expected, but you can use this to concatenate a string. You can use this to format a string. I will discuss that, same as in C. So logical operators are word, for example, and or not. These are the logical operators, and it's written in simple English. We will not use any word like we will not use any symbols like we use in C. So that's also very important thing. And or not, simply use and or not. How to use, I will tell you. By just using print command, you can print, and that's also pretty easy. Now this thing. So can you please type in a different shell? Let me show you how. So If you want, can you see my, just give me one. Is the coding screen visible to you all, Collab?
Yeah, right now it is come.
So now in the second line, the third line, you can see plus code in the Google Colab. Everybody can see that?
Just a minute.
Just press that. And a new cell will appear. See, this is a cell, C-double-L.
Plus code is there, yes.
Yeah. So click the plus code and your new cell will appear.
Okay. I got it.
Now let's try to write a simple mathematical equation. I am doing 7/2. This is Python 3. Let's see what's the result. To see the results, you have to click this play button.
Right.
So you can see the result is 3.5. So Python is calculating and displaying the result without giving any variable type, without thinking variable type. It knows what the exact result is and it's giving the result.
Right.
If you want to know what's the remainder, what's the different divisor, definitely you can use one more command over there. So if you will use that 7, if you will use that 7 double/2, try to write that. You can see that the results are different in single slash and in double slash. So those both operators are different. So that's double slash is named as floor division or integer division. Can you see my screen? Is my screen visible to you all?
Yeah, I'm getting 3 actually.
Oh, sorry, my screen is not shared. Okay.
Your screen is not viewable. Yes.
So this is a normal division.
Yeah.
This is a floor division or integer division.
Okay.
So there are 2 types of division in Python. Normal, we will get a accurate answer, and when you will use this floor division, you will get an approximate answer, which normally do the rounding thing, round off. It does the round off. It's known as floor division because in rounding it takes the lower values. So if you will do this 9/2, what will happen?
You get 4.
Yeah, exactly. It will give you 4. So 2 types of divisions are there in Python, and this is very important for stats. So we will discuss this, how to use that. So now this is float. We have done integers. Now this is float. For strings, you can use double quotes or single quotes. Both can be used. You can see this. If there is a single quote in your string, you need to use double quotes. If you want to tell, for example, we have told that this is hello, HELLO. So we have used double quotes. You can also use single quotes.
Okay.
You can try that later or maybe during this thing. White spaces are very meaningful. I told you that.
Yeah.
And this thing we will discuss separately. So no braces, this type of braces are not there. That's why indentation is used. I answered that already. So and that indentation is marked by block and used for functions, definitions, and then different clauses. We will discuss what is a function, what is definition, and so on. But yes, white spaces are very useful. Comments normally start with hash. I also told you that. Comments are after this hash, all the line is ignored by Python. That's only for you. That's only for visibility. If you want to use multi-line comments, you can give 3 quotes. So try this. I've written this in multiple lines, in 2 lines. So you can also write multi-line comments in Python. So that string concat was single line comment, but you can use multi-line comments also in Python. So names are case sensitive. Just note this down. This is this z. Sorry. Take example of x. This x equal to 2 is different than this x equal to 4. So Python is case sensitive. So it always differentiate between small and caps. Please note down that. You can name, for example, you can name Bob equal to something or Bob equal to something. These are two different things. But you can't use these words as a variable. These are the reserved keywords. We will discuss this, what these things will do. But for example, if you are doing and equal to 5, it will not take because and is a keyword.
Okay.
So need not to discuss. We have discussed about assignment operators. So now take this assignment operators in detail. You can also assign multiple things to multiple variable in a single line. Just do this: x comma y equal to 2 comma 3. Please open a new shell. Do that. Press that plus code and write this: x comma y equal to 2 comma 3. And after that, try to write again, press that plus code, try to write x without print command and try to see the result. Let me show you that will be easy if you can see that. And this time I'm just sharing my screen again. I'm pressing this plus code. You can see it over here. X comma y equal to 2 comma 3. And both values will be allotted to x and y. Again plus, I am writing x, it will print the value of x. And I am writing y. It will print the value of y. Can you see this? So we haven't used that print command, but even then it displays the values. So print command, if you want to print a single thing, only one value, print command is not necessary. But it's recommended to use the print command. It's not necessary, but recommended. It's not mandatory, but recommended. Are you getting this?
Yeah, okay. Up to
yes, sir.
3 we have got.
To 2, y equal to 3. And this is very, very useful if you want to exchange the values. So if you want that I can exchange the value of x with y and y equal to x, that's named as swapping. You can do it in a single line: x comma y equal to y comma x. Now the x value of x will be exchanged by y, and y, the value of y is swapped by the value of x.
Okay.
So if you now print this x, it will show you 3, and if you print this value y, it will show you 2. So that's a very, very useful command, and again it shows that Python is very, very intelligent. Try this in a single line. Try to do this.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, please. किसी ने question पूछा?
Yes. Suppose I write the x comma y is equal to 2 comma 3, and in next line I'll just write down the x, and in next line I write the y. But in that case, I'll just show the my answer is the value of y only. At that time, I'm not able to see the value of x. Yes, in that
that's what I said.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it will only show the last value. If you want to see the both the values, you have to use print. That's why I told you that print is not mandatory but recommended.
Yes, by using print, I can see the both the value, but by using this only name of the variable, it shows the last value. Correct.
Last value.
Thank you.
So print is not mandatory but recommended. Please note this down.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So even you can chain the assignment. Chaining means you can give single value to multiple variables. So this is also possible. You can chain the assignment. I'm leaving it to you. You can do this letter and try. A equal to B equal to X equal to C2. So you can get A. It means A equal to 2, B equal to 2, X equal to 2. That thing is also possible in Python. Try to run this if you haven't, or maybe we haven't used A. Try to run that A. Try to type only A and press enter. You will see an error that A is not defined. The value A is not defined over there. So this is a non-existence name. I'm telling this. Just note this down. Just note that error down. So whenever this error will show, it definitely means you have forgot something. The variable is not defined. So if you haven't defined that variable, you will see this error in the Python code. So assignment is must before calling anything. Y equal to 3, then only you can call y.
Right.
Now that these are just something which is needed to run the Python code. Now let's deep dive into the concepts of Python. So if you want to run data science codes in Python, definitely you need to save the data. आपको data save करना पड़ेगा in different formats. You need to call the data. You need to do all that analysis. You need to do all that stats thing, and then only you can get an answer. So to save that data, you can't use only these type of variables. So x equal to 2, y equal to 3. This is not very useful if you want to run big codes, because there you need to give it a larger number. So that larger number is known as sequence types. I will show you that. And there are 3 important sequence types. In fact, there are 3 sequence types in Python. The first is tuples. Please note that down. The second is list, and the third is strings. So tuples, list, and strings. We need to store, or we need to call the data in these 3 type of sequence. Then only we can process that. Because processing that single variable data is not very useful if you want to run a big code or you want to run something in data. So now we need to think about some sequence type. 3 sequence types are there: tuples, list, and string. So tuples, you can see that's defined in a bracket. For example, it's like a collection of different things. Tuple is collection. This tuple is collection of name John, integer 32, and matrix, or you can say an array CMSC. So three things are there. So if the item is of mixed type, that's named as tuple. Don't think out immutable. Tuple is mixed type of items in a single collection. For example, khichdi, dal and chawal is mixed in a dabba or maybe in a cooker. So the mixed type is tuples. You are using 3 different types in a single sequence. So that's named as tuple. T-U-P-L-E. Please note that down. This tuple is immutable. Immutable means you can't change that tuple after creating that. You can copy that, you can make a copy and then edit, but you can't change a tuple after creating that. That's the meaning of immutable. Please note that down.
Can you delete it? Can you delete it?
Yeah, you can delete the tuple.
Okay.
Deleting is altogether a different thing in Python, so we will discuss that also. But yes, you can delete it.
You cannot edit it.
You can't edit it. So for example, if you want to drop name and John in, for example, this tuple is A equal to this. Imagine that A equal to this. And if you want to drop that name John, you can't do that. You need to create a second tuple, maybe B, and then drop the name and then allot this to A. So that long process there, but you can't directly edit this
You can copy a tuple somewhere else and then edit it.
Yeah, that's possible, but can't edit the same thing, same variable.
Yeah. Okay.
The second sequence type is string. String is also a tuple, but in string only characters are stored. So conceptually, string is just like tuples, but tuples is HD mixed type, and string only characters are stored. Please note that difference. So it is same as tuples, hence it's also immutable.
Right.
You can't also change something in string. The third sequence type is list, 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 and this is the most important sequence type. We will use list a lot of time in data sciences. Data sciences, lot of use of strings, list is there. So these lists are mutable, and this list are ordered sequence. So the order of the sequence is very important, and this is also of mixed type, so it's like khichdi. So you can see we have stored integer, string, and collection of strings. So all these things can be stored in a list, and list is also mutable. So two features, list is mutable and collection of different types, hence list is very useful. We will see how useful list is when we will do all the programming. But let's see how to use list, how to work on list especially. So some more theory. So all these three sequence types, tuple, list, and strings share much of the same syntax. The defining is same, functionalities are same. Tuples and strings are immutable, list is mutable. And next we will show you operations which can be performed on these three things, tuples, strings, and list. We will show you all the operations. So before doing that operations, please define these things. Start with definition of TU, which is tuple. So you please do this code. Please write this code. Don't go in the next line. I will show you how to write that. Please write this code and please write this code. Are you writing this?
Just 1 minute, please.
So we have to write all the three in the same shell or three different shells?
3 different cells. Please use 3 different cells so that you can see what the results are. Otherwise, you again need to type. You need to do that print thing.
So both tuple and list can contain each other, isn't it?
Pardon? Acha, list with tuple. Yeah, you can, but we are not discussing this now because it will increase the complexity. So let's start with a simple. But for your answer, for your sake, yes, we can do it. Any errors? कोई error आई? कोड दिख रहा है आप लोग को? Can you see the code? Can you see the errors? Error अगर आई तो not necessary कि error आई जाए. अगर आपने टाइप कर लिया हो तो हम आगे बढ़े.
Just 1 minute.
Yes, sir. So you
So
may
let's
proceed.
see what are the operations we can perform in this tuple, list and string. So how to get the values, क्योंकि आपके पास values आएंगी तभी आप उसको process कर पाएंगे. You can do all that mathematical things in that. So first of all, in the first operation, we will see how to get a single variable from tuple, because tuple is a sequence of variable, different things are there. So how to capture a single item from tuple. So if you want to capture ABC, this is the key. This is the command. So you can see in tuple, the sequence starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think everybody knows that in computer science everything starts from 0. ये तो पता ही होगा आपको. Everybody knows that.
Sir, it's like a string index position.
Yeah, index. अभी मैं index की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, but I will discuss that. But just I want to say that कि in computer science हमारा जो numbers होता है वो 0 से start होता है. तो normal आदमी के लिए number starts from 1, and for computer scientists number starts from 0. So this thing, the first one is the first element is 0th element. The second element is first element. The third element is second element, and so on and so forth. And this numbering is named as indexing. बात कर ही लेते हैं उसकी. This is indexing. तो इसका जो index है वो it starts from 0. ऊपर लिखा भी है. So if you want to get this ABC, you need to type this TU in bracket in bigger bracket 1, and it will show you the answer ABC.
Oh, I see. Okay.
In list, if you want to get let me show you the code so that will clear. So can you see this code?
Yes, I've got it. I've
So can you see this? TU, LI, and ST. I have defined all the 3 sequences. I'm writing TU1, then it's giving me ABC. TU0 means 23. TU4 2,3. Sorry, what is this?
Q4 will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Same thing you can do with LI. Just see my screen. Please, everyone, mute your mics. So you can read this LI. You can do this with. And please mute your mics. Mute your mics. I'm getting some. Prashant ji, any question from your side? Prashant ji raised hands. Any question from your side?
Hey, we need to tell
Hello?
them to mute the mics. A lot of
Vineet,
I'm telling
Vineet, please mute your
Sir,
mic,
the
Vineet.
owner can mute all.
I'm
The
not the
owner can mute all.
Ritik, you can give a call to Vineet and ask him to mute.
I'm muting. Just give me a minute. I'm muting them all.
Hello? हेलो दीपक
हेलो।
जी, यू हैव सुनाई दे रहा है आपको?
या आदित्य जी बताइए।
या मैं ये कह रहा था कि ट्रूपर और लिस्ट दोनों में तीनों वैल्यू कर सकते हैं ना इंटर?
हाँ, टपल लिस्ट मिक्स टाइप का।
इंटीजर्स और कैरेक्टर और फ्लोटिंग सारे
एवरीथिंग।
सो कहाँ पे ये ट्रूपर कहाँ लगाएंगे और लिस्ट कहाँ लगाएंगे?
ये हम लोग अभी कोडिंग में बात करेंगे। अब देखिए, मैं आपको एक लाइन में बता दूं, अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको जो सीक्वेंस बनाना है उसको आगे जाके चेंज करना पड़ेगा, एडिट करना पड़ेगा, तो अगर एडिट करना पड़ेगा तो वो म्यूटेबल होगा, तो हम लोग लिस्ट बनाएंगे। समझ गए? और अगर आपको लगता है कि इसको हमें मूव एडिट नहीं करना है, मैं आपको एक सिंपल एग्जांपल दूं। जैसे जब हम लोग इंक्रिप्शन के कोड लिखते हैं, तो इंक्रिप्शन के कोड में ऐसे वेरिएबल्स चाहिए होते हैं जिसको कोई एडिट ना कर पाए, तो वो सिक्योरिटी के लिए हम लोग इम्यूटेबल वेरिएबल्स लेते हैं। सो देयर वी यूज टपल्स। बट अगर आपको लगता है कि ये डेटा हमें बार बार चेंज और एडिट करना पड़ेगा, यू विल यूज म्यूटेबल ऑब्जेक्ट्स और म्यूटेबल सीक्वेंसेस, एंड म्यूटेबल सीक्वेंसेस आर लिस्ट।
तो दोनों काम तो एक ही करेगा।
बट म्यूटेबल और इम्यूटेबल का अंतर है ना।
यस
हम तो एक ही करेगा। आप एक को एडिट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं और एक को आप एडिट कर पा रहे हैं। तो यूज केसेस है, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया ना कि अगर आपको एडिट नहीं करने देना है, उसको सिक्योरिटी बना के रखना है, तो आप लिस्ट यूज करिए। लेकिन अगर आपको उसको बार बार एडिट करना है, अपडेट करना है, नई चीजें एडिट करनी है, जैसे मान लीजिए मैं उसको क्लास की रोल नंबर है और मेरे क्लास में नए बच्चे ऐड हो रहे हैं, अभी सेशन स्टार्ट हो रहा है, तो वी विल यूज लिस्ट कि नया रोल नंबर और नाम उसमें ऐड हो जाए। बट अगर इंक्रिप्शन के लिए कोई कोड लिख रहे हैं और हमें ये पता है कि हम इसको एडिट नहीं करना चाहते हैं, कोई भी इसको ऐड ना कर पाए, तो वी विल यूज इम्यूटेबल थिंग, दैट इज टपल। ये यूजेस होता है उसका।
सर थैंक यू।
तो मैं आपको ये दिखा रहा था। li इसी तरह आप स्ट्रिंग पे इसको रन कर सकते हैं। st में देखिए, स्ट्रिंग में हम लोग को
ओनली द लेटर्स।
हाँ, स्ट्रिंग में आपको कैरेक्टर मिलेंगे।
कैरेक्टर
स्ट्रिंग इज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स, सीक्वेंस ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स, जैसा कि मैंने बोला।
That's right.
इसलिए स्ट्रिंग में कैरेक्टर्स मिल रहे हैं। यू कैन सी दिस।
Correct.
दिस इज टपल्स, लिस्ट एंड स्ट्रिंग्स। और मैंने अभी बहुत हल्का सा डिस्कस किया है इसको, यूजेस मैंने बता दिया, और वी विल डिस्कस दिस इन डिटेल। एक और चीज है इसमें, यू कैन यूज दिस नेगेटिव इंडिसेस आल्सो। कैन यू सी दिस? मैंने जिसको मार्क किया है, कैन यू सी दिस? देयर इज t-3, तो tu-3 करके देखिए व्हाट्स द रिजल्ट यू आर गेटिंग। tu आप लोगों ने सेव किया, यू कैन ट्राई tu-3।
tu-3
tu इन स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट्स -3 इन स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट्स tu। आप देख रहे हैं सिंटैक्स यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ, दिस इज द सिंटैक्स आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट।
tu-3 is 4.56।
या तो ये पीछे से जब वो काउंट हो रहा है, तो इट्स स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1, 2 and 3, तो -3 is 4.56।
Yeah, so but 3 is also 4.56, correct?
Yeah.
So
0, 1, 2,
difference between minus and plus.
Yeah, minus starts from backward. आप राइट से अगर काउंट करना चाहते हैं तो यू कैन यूज माइनस।
Okay. So
जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आपका जो टपल है, इट्स अराउंड 100 सीक्वेंस लॉन्ग, और लास्ट का थर्ड सीक्वेंस यू कैन सी कि इट्स 97। पहले से काउंट करना टफ होगा, लास्ट से काउंट करना आसान होगा। दैट्स व्हाई लास्ट और फर्स्ट दोनों से काउंट करने की फीचर दिए गए।
Now, ये जो feature है, the last counting, when they are counting, it is not starting from 0. It is
Yeah,
starting
it's
from 1.
starting from 1. Huh.
Yeah.
That's right.
Starting from 1. If minus 1 is 4.56 though.
So negative indices starts from -1 and positive indices starts from 0.
That's right.
Because there is nothing like -0, that's why they have started from -1. Can you understand? 0 तो फिर यहाँ पे आ जाएगा and -0 नाम की कोई चीज नहीं होती है.
That's right.
The session was till 4, I think.
That's correct.
So can I take your 10 minutes, 5 more minutes?
Yes, of course. We have no problems.
So yes, we can go ahead for 5 minutes.
Okay, fine. Thanks, ma'am. So you can also capture multiple objects from that tuple or list. So here we are trying to copy a subset of original members. So you have to use colon over there. Can you see this? So TU1 colon 4 means it will pick objects or values from 1 which are indexed on 1, 2, 3 and 4. So TU1 colon 4 is ABC, 4.56 and 2 colon 3. Sorry, 1, 2 and 3. It will extract 1, 2 and 3. These are the indexes. So you can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the indexes. So it will capture ABC, 4.56 and 2, 3. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Same way you can also mix +1 and -1. T1 colon -1 will give. It will start from 1 and it will go to this thing. So this last thing is ignored. So when it is 4, it's going only till 3. When it is -1, it will go only till -2. It means it will show 2 colon 2, 3.
Why is it not going to go to DEF? Isn't -1 starting from there?
No, because it's less than 4.
Okay.
It will go till less than 4. Not
Yeah,
equal to 4.
one number less than 4. Okay.
Less than 4, not sorry. If the index is I, index is less than 4, not equal to 4. No, ये equal to नहीं आएगा यहाँ पे. It's always
Till
less
total
than
length -1.
Right.
Till total length
-1.
-1.
-1 is DEF, so it will take 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same way, you can tell. This we will discuss later when we will discuss the calculations. So let's stop here, and we will start from this tuple calculations. Apart from that, we will discuss mutability. So I think my second session is on Wednesday. Am I right? So on Wednesday, we will also, apart from all the installation thing, we will discuss this thing also because that's an important thing. We will discuss how to use tuples, lists, and we will also try to do some programming on that day. We will also do all the if and else statements which we have discussed, and we will run all these codes on Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, there's one request here. One request is there.
Please.
Is it possible
Right,
if you can share this? If you can share this PowerPoint
Yeah,
with
if
us?
you can share the PPT, please, with us.
Sure. I will share the PPT, and so I will share it on Wednesday, or may I share it today only? Because a lot of things are still not covered, so it will create confusion.
No, you can share till whatever we have discussed today.
Whatever we have done till today, you can share
Okay,
it.
fine.
Share up to that
Fine.
one.
Or you can share all. We can
Huh.
at least we have the chance to go through the complete picture, and we will not consider that part. But till the time, I mean today, whatever we have done, we can at least go through with it.
I think in the class, let him take the class and only then share the PPTs. I think whatever has been taught till today, I think we should get that. That should be fine.
Sir, all the recordings we will make available to you all. For each session, the recordings will be made available to you all, so don't worry on that.
Okay, okay.
Right? We will upload them on YouTube and provide you with the links.
Okay.
So don't worry on that.
No, we were talking about the presentations.
No, we are talking about the PPTs. If we can get a copies of the PPTs, that will be great.
Okay.
So I'm ready to share, but I think sending each PPT on a separate day will be a tough task, lot of mail.
Yes, yes.
So I think it will be better on the last day, if someone will share the PPT, that's the best thing to do. That's my opinion. But organizers, I think they need to take a call on that.
Yeah. Let the organizers take.
So we'll share the PPT at least after you complete this Python.
I think everybody has clicked the pics, which the things which are required. Everybody has clicked the pictures. I will share the PPT. I think day after tomorrow itself, the whole PPT at once. Okay, then fine. Thanks for attending the session, and I will be again with you. Thanks.
Thank you very much. It was very
I will be
interesting.
again with you on Wednesday, and we will discuss a lot of Python topics, and we will.
I think there is some issue, network issue. Thank you, Deepak sir. It was actually a very good session. Right from basics, you've moved ahead, and probably all the participants were able to understand the topics that you were discussing. Thank you very much, sir. So, for today, this was the last session. Tomorrow, again, 9:30, we'll start with, 10 o'clock, we'll start with the next session. I would request participants to join the session at least 10 minutes earlier, just to get rid of these hassles. We will post the link in your WhatsApp group as well as mail you the link.
Yeah. Kindly give the mail also.
Yes, we'll do both the things. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Please stop the recording.
Ranjana ma'am.